What's up guys? Do you want to find out if you could fit the JK trailer hitch with a wiring onto the brand new 2018 JL? You're going to find out today. We basically ended up ordering the JL Rubicon. We ended up not getting the trailer package, figuring we could go aftermarket. Everybody's question is, obviously, aftermarket stuff's not available yet for the JL. So right here, I have a JK trailer hitch that I got. This is an aftermarket one. And it comes with the hardware needed. And it also comes with the wiring harness for the JK. So we'll see how well that plugs in and if any of the plugs were changed or anything like that. If I could still run it through the same place and have the same exact thing. My total cost for this trailer hitch was 50 bucks. Literally $50. With the wiring harness, they have like that cheesy little rubber trailer hitch cover. Nicely powder coated trailer hitch. Definitely neat. I don't see any big gashes or anything weird. The welds are a little shitty, I gotta say. I mean, they're not the prettiest things, but looking at it, it does look like it's gotten enough penetration on the welds to hold. It does come with an instruction manual here. And first thing is first, we're gonna see if the trailer hitch actually lines up on the factory holes. Okay, so putting it up to just the frame, it actually looks, the frame gets hugged very nicely. So you have the two factory bolts for the bumper and the two open ones that don't have anything in them. And it looks like it might actually fit. So let's try to get it on there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these or break these 18mm two bolts loose. Just like that. It's actually so nice when you're working on a new car. You could take the bolts out with your fingers. You don't have to fight them the rest of the way because they're not rusted yet. So this is kind of nice. There you go. Alright, let me get the other one. Okay, so I have the two bolts out for the bumper, and as you see, the bumper actually moves. Let me try to get a better angle. So the nuts here are welded to that little bracket, so I can't take those out and I can't go over it, so I'm gonna have to go under the bumper bracket, and I'm gonna have to use two of the factory bolts. There we go. Alright, this should line up. Alright, that's on there. Let me get the two bolts in there. Just so it doesn't fall on my face. And then I'm going to use two of these aftermarket bolts that comes with the kit to slide through the frame. It's kind of a tight fit in here with the washers. And get the nut on. This helps out if you have somebody that you know that has small fingers. Okay, so there you go guys. The hitch itself actually went in perfect. It clears the bumper perfectly, and I got the 2 factory bolts holding and 2 of the aftermarket bolts holding that came with the hardware in the bag. It looks like it sits in the right position. Now, this literally took 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna try to figure out if this wiring harness is gonna work for this JL. I'm gonna access the retaining screw for the taillight carefully with a flathead screwdriver. And here you will see there is a retaining bolt. So this is gonna be a T40. Okay, so the taillight, basically the taillight pops out after you take that retaining screw out of there, which is very long. Anyhow. Alright, so this is essentially our plug that we're going to be going to, and so here we go. Here's the moment of truth, and that's a negative. Okay, so I have the wiring harness pulled out here, and as you can see, it is a completely different plug and harness, which kind of sucks. So the only other option I have is basically taking this, cutting the wires on this and installing it, or actually I'd have to do it with this. So I'd have to cut the wires off the female and splice them basically into this wiring harness that's here. So basically, since this wiring harness doesn't work for the JL because of the wrong plug, I'm forced to use these wire taps. I am going to insulate them a little bit better with electrical tape, but I'm going one by one, and so I stripped back this wiring harness here for the insulation off of it, and I'm going one at a time. So you can, if you don't know how to do that, you can essentially look up on Google. So basically this is a 4-way, and on Google you can find which wires which, put up the same exact way, and you will know which wire is which. So starting from the top is the right turn, then the yellow one, or I should say the second one from the top is the left turn, and then the third from the top is the taillight, and then this is the ground. So I have the taillight part of it already hooked up, and you can test it by just putting a tester into it, and as you see, the light lights up. I will have the wiring colors that I used on here, the factory wiring colors, in the description. Also, so there is no run-through wire here for the passenger side turn signal. So I'm gonna put that wire in a wire loom and run it through from the other side. Okay, even though I'm gonna try to get this listed on the description, I'm gonna go through the factory wire harness, which wire is which. All right, here we go. So the left turning signal is a yellow wire right here. The right turning signal is a green wire, and that is in the body harness, not the taillight harness. So you have to take out the right taillight in order to access that green wire on the passenger side. So that's the right side turn signal, and the left side turn signal is a yellow wire, also in the same harness. As far as a ground, the ground is a black wire. There are 2 wires. It doesn't matter which one you choose. They're both ground wires. They're both same size. And as far as the taillights, that is going to be a white wire with a gray stripe on there. Yeah, taillights off. So basically there are 2 wires that run the positive towards the taillight. One of them's not used, so I use the one that's not used for the taillight. I don't know if that's for the LED taillight package on there or what, but this wire basically is killed. Or for the taillights, you could also run off of the white with the orange stripe. Those are gonna be. So just a quick recap: yellow wire, driver side, turn signal, positive. Passenger side is a green wire, same location, same harness, body harness, not taillight harness. Black wire, either one for ground, and then you have a white striped with an orange stripe or a white with a gray stripe. Those are gonna be your taillight wires. I'm not sure what the one with a brown stripe is for. I'm trying to test it around, but if you guys know, go ahead and chime in the messages or in the comments. I've gone through this. This seems like a way too complicated of a harness for a simple taillight. When you take the taillight out, there's all sorts of fuckery going on in there. But I think since you have two options available, two packages, you have the regular taillights and the LED. I think that's why they're doing and running all these weird wires. And plus there's like a bunch of pins not used. So to make it really simple, I mean, all you gotta do is fish another wire through to connect over here for the other side. Since this harness is unusable, I'm gonna cut this pigtail off the other side and tape them off. And there's also the last wire, the one that we're gonna use for the other side, that I'm gonna fish through another wire. So the way I'm gonna do this is literally connect a wire, put it in the loom, run it underneath the truck, and come out through this side and hook it up here. Okay, so I have the wire fished through the other side that I'm gonna be hooking up to this green wire here in the harness, pretty much. So at the same time, what I'm doing is, since I have these taillights out and I have all the stuff opened up, at the same time I'm hooking up these LED off-road lights as reverse lights in the back of the Jeep. Since I'm already digging in there, might as well do these too. I have the backup lights mounted up and I got the trailer hitch mounted up. All the wires are ran. I put a little bit of grease on here just to protect it from corrosion. And there you go. It is done. So with the exception of the wire harness that you might have to splice in, everything else works perfect on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll have more videos with the Rubicon coming up soon.